twice, it's going down. Man, y'all welcome, man. We still live. We gonna keep doing this regardless. Rain, sleet, or snow, man. We got to give y'all this show. Hey, man, welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. Y'all know, man, go over there, like, subscribe, and share, man. We having a recap today of some great topics we had. And I know a lot of us, a lot of times we really need to reflect on the things that we do in life, on the things we do in our day-to-day. So that's what this edition is about tonight. So we can do some reflecting and recapping and having some fun at the same time, man. Oh man, how y'all fellas doing tonight?
Man,
Good.
living life and loving it.
And loving it.
Mm-hmm.
Dog down there in the ski country, he out there in Vermont skiing. He do what people don't do.
Especially our people.
Especially our people. Yeah, we gonna look good. We'll go up there with a bad suit on, but we ain't getting on that ice.
Nope.
I showed up like, because it was only like 4 of me out there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, how long you been skiing? I'm like, shit, snowboarding. This is my first time, but let's go.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, bro. It's always good to do new things, get new people involved in your life, and I tell you, might find you a good client up there. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But shit, man, tonight, man, we're gonna be touching on a couple of topics, man. I'm talking about mental health, and Mike probably got the weight of the weight of leadership was a good topic too.
Yeah.
And then what you talking about tonight, Genesis?
So I'm glad you asked. The modern man. I took it off.
Emasculating. That was a good
Uh-oh.
one, man. I
Yeah, it was.
about that one. Yeah,
Man, we had so many.
Oh yeah, that was way in the beginning.
Yeah, man. Say, boy, I'm telling you, that's what's going on right now. I feel like that's why a lot of mental health issues are going on right now, because men don't know how to be men. We've been emasculated. They've been emasculating us through the foods. That I don't know if y'all know, but that damn soy sauce, man, it don't do good for our genitals. Let me say that. Yeah, it keeps us a soft boy. Yeah, you keep us the soft boy just in case y'all. You get a noodle, you're gonna keep a noodle. You eat too much of that soy sauce, man. I learned that a couple of days ago too. So it's a lot of things, man, that we have to really start paying attention to, learning, unlearning to relearn, as we do say in self-development. But man, we have to unlearn a lot of our things, because we did our due diligence on creating these environments. So we do have to unlearn the things that created the environments,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's really heavy nowadays that how people always want to emasculate the man, take the man backwards, the black man at that, take him backwards 10 steps, because they know once we get with a good woman, we get our power strong. And then a lot of things that they already know what we're about. We don't even know what we're about. We don't know our superpower.
You're right.
And that's the crazy part, that we have to start getting back to us, man, getting back to our superpowers, so we can stand strong, man, like we used to, man, and fight for something besides each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the thing about it, they try to slide it in so slick, like nail polish on men.
Yeah.
They try to make the point where, remember the movie Baby Boy, like the one that Baby Boy's mom was dating, that big buff dude.
Yeah,
Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames, yeah.
He was at the barbershop with nail polish on his hands.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, like that's not cool. For what?
Hey.
Yeah.
You ever see Cam Newton wearing a dress? They made that go viral.
Oh yeah.
See.
But it's like, what about all that? Like, how how does that evolve into manhood? Okay, we're not in Sweden, so we don't have to wear we don't have to wear kilts, but we don't have to
Right.
wear shirts either.
Yeah, it don't make sense, man.
Sure.
It don't make sense to like we were hearing about how Cat Williams was talking about how that a lot of these guys in the industry, when you see them wearing that dress, that's letting you know that they are part of that situation where they finna start making extra money. They finna start. They're gonna be the top guys in the Billboard in the box office. You know what I'm saying? Even in this last movie, Gladiator, bro. Oh, Denzel, he was a little bit, bi up in that movie, man, and that was crazy because that's not even his character. But he said it's going to be his last film, so I guess he went out with how how they wanted him to do it. I don't know who wanted him to do it, but hey, man, it's a crazy thing, bro. It's like we really have to really monitor what our children look at through the cartoons, through everything, bro. It is something
For
else,
real.
man. Yeah.
But man, when you said we were gonna do the recap and you asked for the topics, I said I'd get back to you by noontime, right? I started going through the notes that I had, and I mean, can you imagine? It's almost 3 years we've been doing this, and we have so many good topics. It was like, how can you just pick one to recap? And then today, I was still trying to find the topic, like the notes that I had on the weight of leadership. Could not find those notes at all. So I'm reading through a bunch of other stuff in the notes, and I was on the phone at the time talking, and to a friend, and actually she should be on the show tonight. What's up, D? Merry Christmas to you. But anyway, we was talking, and I was going through this looking for the weight of leadership, and I'm reading about these different topics, and all of a sudden I go across man versus male. And she like, man versus male, what's that? I'm like, shoot, that was another good topic that we had. It's like, we had so many good topics. And the thing is, when I started on the weight of leadership, I went back and I watched the whole episode. And I was like, I don't believe Alejandro or Genesis tonight. The way he done dogged me out, telling me that I was a quitter. I'm like, man, but we laughed so much on that show, and KD was still with us. So we just had it was almost too many good ones to really settle on one.
On one, though, yeah. Yeah, that's when y'all was joking every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
That was some good stuff, man. Yeah. I seen old coach, he had made the TV news down in that neighborhood.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, on his football program, with the guys he coaching. Yeah, they made the news, man.
Good.
But yeah, man, we got to realize though, mental health, bro. I seen some stuff, bro. It was a trip. How, like you said, going back over notes, watching the programs, looking at all this stuff. But it says, where was it at? The top. No, was it not the top? But yeah, from 2019 to 2021, during this pandemic, right? They say the percentage of men from 13.1 to 17.8. That was a big sign of. I mean, a lot of people was going mentally. They was getting into their mental. It was mental disturbing for them because a lot of men couldn't work.
Right.
A lot of men wouldn't seek the therapy that they needed. So this was the percentage of the people who went to therapy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So out of what, say 100% of men, only 13 to 17% went to therapy.
Wow.
And way more than that was committing suicide. It was 2019 and 2020 was a big year for suicide.
Yeah. It was up 35%.
Yeah.
Remember the
So
show we did
it's
on
like,
depression? That's what they were saying.
right. Right. Yeah.
And
I remember
during
that.
that time, up until 2022. And the thing is, during that time, they weren't working. They were stuck at home. Can't go out, hang out with the fellas. Everything was closed down. So all you got
Yeah.
time to do is sit around and think. You
Now
know.
you sit around with that woman that you don't like. You realize you really didn't like that woman. You've been in a relationship that you did not like. That's where the foolery came in, at, man.
Right. And can't get out
Yeah.
of it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Both of y'all stuck in the house.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the thing that COVID did do, it made and broke a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
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 True that.
Woman and like you supposed to be the man of the house and you can't go nowhere. You barely working or whatever. And it's like you think your woman tore you down before. Now you can't even bring in the income.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
So man, hopefully well, I ain't had that issue because everybody was sitting at home looking at what they could fix.
hmm Hey, I
Yeah.
was
Now
out
y'all
driving.
sitting at the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was driving. That didn't slow down at all. Those supplies still
Oh
got to
no.
get there.
I was
Gotta get that,
And,
man. You say
and we was
what?
already socially distanced.
Yeah.
I was clocking sales during COVID. I bought a new car during COVID.
Hmm.
That'd be
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. See, a lot of people don't even realize, man, when you've been going through stuff, like a lot of time I don't see how black men don't really be depressed around here or socially, feel like they need to be a woman. I just don't see why when it's like we grew up, man, in the 70s and the 80s, and then when we teach our children the same things, I don't see how they could even think about, being with a man or either having a mental disturbance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then that goes back to too when some of those women was, the single parent, single mother households wasn't allowing a man to say nothing either.
Right. That's true.
So that could be the cause of it too, but
And it's
we
hard
have
to say
to.
what the cause is.
But
Go
that's
ahead.
them pretty much are the causes though.
I know
That's part of
definitely.
it.
Cause, well, I got cousins that are gay, and one of them, he was in a two-family household. His father and mother were there. And from the
Yeah.
time he was 5 years old, I mean, we all knew he was sweet before he even became a teenager. I mean, you
Yeah.
can see it at 5 years old, the way he was walking around. And so I
Well,
can't
that
really
was
say it was the upbringing, because some of that just
well. The
had to
thing
be in
is
me.
though, you have to realize something too. Now you can have a two-parent household, but is the man in the household? See, you got some
For
barbaric
these,
men
I
in the
think it was
household. You got some barbaric men, and then you got some some what they call that new
yeah,
term, the hetero,
metrosexual,
yeah,
the
metrosexual
metro.
men in the house.
hmm
Yeah, so
This is true.
it don't matter about the man in the house. If it depends on the man who got structure in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like
yep.
you can't
Right.
have that many men around your son and then he still turns out that ain't the way that goes, man. Because God wouldn't make a mistake on that. But they were just allowing that boy to be so soft, not letting him get out there, fumble, fight. I mean, fight some little kids in the neighborhood. At least have a pushing match. So where you got to
hmm
come tell it, you know. Like my grandson right now, he used to come tell it every 5 minutes, but now he be outside. Oh, I'm gonna handle this business right quick. Hold up, who want it?
Then, and then come back and
Yeah, the
tell
little
you he done
girls
whooped
come
that dude
knocking on the
before.
door. Uh,
Then he come back and tell you who he just beat up and
yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Now
what
the
I'm
little
talking
girls
about.
come knock on the door. They telling his
Wow.
mama. Zane out there doing this. Zane out there, yeah. We got, yeah, we got to
And let the little
reconnect,
girl
man. We
tell
got
it.
to reconnect.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
It's
for
a
real,
time,
man.
man. It's
Yeah,
it's
because
a lot that goes back. Sorry, go ahead.
but I was saying this right here that I feel like a lot of these things are turning back around to the normal because we have so many people now on the even on the internet, and even in my neighborhood in Dallas. I see how we got the guys, they going up to the schools now, they looking for bullies, they looking for guys who, standing on corner. They are trying to change the narrative in the neighborhood that I grew up in. But I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
like out here, I see a lot of these Israelites, they're on the corners and things like that. But it's like their message don't get across to you because it's too much of churchy instead of becoming
Right.
coming cool with you first. Bro, we don't want to hear no religious stories no more. That's enough of that.
Yeah.
We want to
No
hear
preaching at
yeah, we
all.
want to hear. We want to talk to us like a man. Don't go to preaching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this man's supposed. This is how the Israelite. Nah, we don't want to hear that, man. We want you to just
Mm-hmm.
talk like you're normal, just like a Muslim would talk to you. A Muslim don't come. That's why I keep saying the Muslims, bro. They stronger than any organization as far as religion. To me, in my eyes, I don't know about anybody else's opinion, but to me, in my eyes,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't try to church you. They just tell you facts of life. They give you life lessons. They tell you life stories. And they give you great information for you to grow from. And I say they haven't, they don't say Allah every 5 minutes to you. Oh, listen to Allah. He gonna do this for you. No, they just have a great message and they give you structure. They give you foundation. They tell you where your strength, they tell you where your strength should be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you see, just like I seen this one preacher on the TV, on the internet, and he was talking about don't no men come in his church with tight pants on. He made a message because we're not emasculating y'all. We're not trying to have y'all be less of men around. We need more men. We don't need y'all wearing tight
Right.
jeans and tight slacks and tight suits. So for that preacher,
Right.
I applaud him
Yeah.
because he was in the church saying it. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
on nobody's, behind somebody's back saying something. He was in the church where it's going down. So man, we really have to get ourselves as men into organizations like me and my one of my schoolmates, one of the kids, I said kids, one of my partners I grew up with, he he's getting together right now with he just got the grants to start this nonprofit organization that I told him I'm gonna be a part of it.
That's good.
I forgot the exact name of it, but it's just to do just that. Go to schools, help kids who don't help little boys who don't have the fathers. We gonna get with the teachers and talk to the ones who are acting out, so that way we can stop them. We can talk to them, from a man's point of view, talking to them like, "Hey, brother, you don't have to do this, little guy. You know what I'm saying? Just watch this, watch that." Because if a little boy is acting out, trying to bully somebody or trying to take something from somebody, that means he doesn't have that structure at the house.
Right.
You know.
That's true.
And a lot of these mothers, they feel like they're doing a good job by allowing them to be on the computer, allowing them to play the video game all day. But then it's like, say, man, the video game done taught them how to come in here and take something from y'all.
Yeah, like Grand Theft.
Right.
Grand Theft
Yep.
Auto, that's the one. Yeah, Fortnite, you know.
Mm-hmm. And all the
They,
kids love it.
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah,
That's
man.
teaching them the
And
wrong thing. You're absolutely right.
yeah, and that's the thing that we got to realize, man, that it ain't the child, it's the way that they thinking about certain things because they need to lash out on certain things.
Right.
It's like I was talking to a customer yesterday and I was letting them know that can't nobody make you mad. It's a choice. You
Mm-hmm.
choose that. Can't nobody tell you, hey man, I made you made me mad. It's like, nah, brother, you chose to be mad at what I was saying. But just like you were saying,
Absolutely.
your nephew, 5 years old, he's seen something. He's seen his mother more of authority than his father.
Yeah. That could definitely be because she definitely stopped her uncle when he wanted to whoop that butt.
You see
the
what I'm
boys get out
saying?
of hand. Still always in there
So,
defending.
so why
So
wouldn't
yeah,
I want to be like my mama? She's protecting me from a whooping.
Yeah.
She's protecting me from the structure that I really need. So yeah, I'm gonna emulate her.
yeah,
And that man,
yeah.
if he was
Sad but true.
like, if he was just like in his right mindset, he would have been like, say, man, if you don't get your ass somewhere and sit down, you give a fuck
Yep.
who paying the bills in this
Let
month.
me
If
do
you paying the
this.
bills, I wouldn't care. We got a boy, we got a son, and we see where he's trying to take it to. So we finna shut that down. And for you
Yeah,
to think that you, just like Charleston White said, you said it last week too. You got half these women, they wouldn't date the man that they trying to raise their sons to be.
exactly, exactly. And that's sad.
That's crazy, man.
It is. That was
You want
definitely
your
is.
son to do all that. Alejandro over there trafficking children too. I seen him over there with all them different kids and
Enticing them with them plates.
yeah. Y'all come to the snow. Let me show y'all something.
Yeah. Ain't about candy no more. I got a meal for you.
Yeah. I got snow. I got some snow and some food. Come on.
Don't eat the yellow snow. Yeah, right.
yeah. You done served them on a plate.
Oh nah,
But
but
yeah, man. Go
yeah,
ahead.
it there's a difference between having a male in the house and having a man, because even with these little boys,
Mhm.
then it's like they want to walk. Now all of a sudden they have a Merce, a
Right.
purse
Yeah. Man purse. Yeah.
A man.
Man bag.
Wow.
along with,
Mm-hmm.
like, I was never a big fan of the fanny packs anyway. But
Right.
Hey,
The
I wear a
name threw
fanny
me
pack.
off. Yeah, the name made me didn't want to be. I'm like, Fanny. Oh no, I don't want none of them. I don't want one of them. I keep my wallet and my keys in my pocket.
Hey, I used to do that, but I wear a fanny pack. I was driving all day, having that wallet in your pocket. By the end of the
Yeah,
day,
that
that
hurt.
sciatica act up. It's like, nah, I got the fanny
Yeah.
pack. All my wallet stuff is there. But a purse, a man purse, nah, can't do it.
But
Can't
that's why
do it.
that's how and that's another, they're gonna bring fashion because they know we love fashion. So that's how they emasculate a man as well. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
genetically modifying this food. They making you think that it's cool and fashionable to wear these type of over the shoulder garments. I mean, over the
yeah,
shoulder bags, like, oh no, it looks like a computer case. It's like, bro, even the laptop cases, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure
yeah.
that look. It's like it's a lot of things that put children in the mindset of it's cool to do that.
Right, right.
You know. So like I said, that's where it starts at in that household with that masculine woman and that feminine man. He didn't say something. Just like you said, he wasn't saying
Yeah,
nothing. So that's why I would
yeah.
choose to be like the woman if I was a kid in a house in a two-parent household. So it's like we gotta realize, man, a lot of things, stem from children watching. They don't care what you tell them, but they're
That's
gonna
it.
watch you. They're gonna
Watch
make
what you
sure
do.
that whatever your words are, if they not in alignment with that, hey, and to all the single parents, mothers, hey man, let that little boy be a boy. Don't stop him from getting a whooping.
Yeah,
Don't stop him from fighting. That's the boy rule. Them little boy
yeah,
rules. That's what little boys do.
Mhm.
And then,
exactly.
sometimes we might have to take them to a karate class. You know what I'm saying? Take them to those
Yep,
classes so they can gain more confidence, so they can gain control of the anger. Because I know
exactly.
my grandson, he lashed out one time at his mom, and I looked at him, but then I thought about it. I said, I'm gonna see how she gonna handle it.
Mhm.
She let him get all his venting out. He got all of it out. And then he tried to go a little step further. She was like, all right, now I done had enough. And then he sat back down. But as long as he was able to get that testosterone built up in his
Hmm.
motherfucking nutsack to even say something back, and made him.
Right.
I feel like that gave him a little bit more confidence on, hey man, my words powerful, my words matter.
Right.
Because if you keep shutting the child down, hey, go over there and sit down. I don't want to hear that. Hey, stop that. Hey, you go over there. That means you're pushing that child away from knowledge. You're pushing that child away from things that they could be, that could help them advance a little bit faster in life.
Right.
You know, and I always tell your children the truth, man. Quit celebrating this damn Santa Claus Day, man. Ain't no white man came down nobody chimney, man. Ain't no white man in a red suit anyway.
But one did put you in debt for Christmas. All those gifts you buying, and then Santa Claus taking the credit for it.
Yeah. But so that's the thing that we have to. But then you got to remember this: they teach it in school, so that's why I would be teaching something different at home, so that my son don't believe in that, so my daughter don't believe in things that ain't true. So now we're giving our children the reason to accept a lie. So, but then when you get older, you don't want to date a man who gives you lies. You don't want to date a woman who's a liar. But yet still we grew up on a system of lies. So why do we continue that, man? It doesn't make sense to continue a systematic problem that we can solve ourselves by not participating in something that's not going to benefit us, powerful, that's not going to give us no more strength and power as men. Because we do, and then women, they can't find a good man because the men are out here trying to be a good woman. I'm a good woman. No, man. It's foolery, man.
The man trying to be the best.
Wow, that's crazy though.
Crazy days, man.
Yeah, but it is better to let them kids get out there, play, get hurt, break bones, because we always talk about knowledge, but what they used to say, knowledge is power, but I found out knowledge is not power, because knowledge put into action is more powerful. But when you put the knowledge into action, you gain wisdom. That's where your power lies. So you got to go out there and experience that same stuff that you just read about. So if you go out there, let him go break a bone. He learned, I broke a bone. Go get it healed and go back out there and play. That's the way it used to be.
And that'll stay on his mind. I got
scars, always
bro.
Remember.
I got scars when I fell off the bicycle still to this day. And I remember when it happened and how it happened. I ain't do that no more.
Me too. Yep. And that's the thing, but as soon as they jump on the bed, stop jumping on that bed. Get off that couch. Don't do that. You're going to get hurt. Let him get hurt. Then he'll know not to do it again.
Yeah. That's the best life lesson you can have, man. Go through it. Let him grow through it, or let her grow through it. That way you like my kids, I used to give them a conversation before the whooping. Okay, now why are we doing that? Why are you getting a whooping now? Oh, because you told me not to do it. Okay, long as you got the sense to know why I'm whooping, so you won't have no reason to say you whooping me for nothing. You just whooping me. No, I'm giving you the blueprint on why I'm doing this, and then this is the concept. So will you do this again? No. And that's that.
Yeah.
Because they know what's coming behind it. You have to learn to communicate. See, a lot of us, we didn't grow up communicating because we was always shunned away. Go sit down.
Yeah.
Hey, be quiet.
Sure.
Don't talk back. When it should have been, talk back. Let me hear your voice. See if you're going in the right direction so I can correct your thinking. I can't correct your thinking.
Exactly.
I can't correct your behavior patterns if I don't know what you're thinking and how you're thinking. You got to realize these children are individuals. They not you. So you can't raise them up with that same mindset that you had.
Right.
I mean, that your mama had, rather, or your daddy had. Unless it's structure involved, unless it's beneficial for them to grow with, Other than that, man, we gotta let these children talk, man. Let them have a voice. Let me hear what you got to say then, man. Let me hear what you got to say. Say it, so you can get it off your chest So you can have the confidence to come tell me anything or talk to me. Just can't talk to me any kind of way. So that's why I'm gonna put you some structure on your words. So we can not be emasculating a man. So the little boy, he'll grow up knowing, oh no, my daddy said we don't do that, Cliff.
All right.
You know,
Say what
that
you
ain't how
gotta
that
say.
ain't.
Say it from your chest.
Yeah. Say it with your chest, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have that. You got to have that so these little boys don't grow up thinking that it's cool to be a Dwayne Wade's son or daughter, whatever that is. You
Right.
know, you have to have that structure in that type of business, man, in your family structure that you can't have that, man. In order for us to get back our power, I know all of us are not going to be, kings and bishops and
And
all of this,
queen.
but
All
some
right.
of us, the ones who need to be, we need to have them tribe leaders. You know, it's already in your DNA. You know, it's already in your system, man. Just got to live it through your ancestors. And that's another thing we don't talk about. A lot of us don't even have family reunions, bro. We don't even know who our cousins is.
Yep. You're right about that.
End up like Magic Johnson.
Huh?
So they're gonna end up like Magic Johnson's son.
Magic Johnson's son, he gay too, ain't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's another one. That's what I understand, bro. These dudes. But hey, man, it's like we gotta go from right now to the end of time, just instilling in the ones we can reach.
Right.
Because it's like you don't know what a man doing in their household. You don't know how people like P. Diddy. You don't know how his mother raised him. That's what they were saying anyway. His mother started that. So it's like you don't realize that eventually some of this stuff gonna come out them dark hallways, out them dark closets in your house. So you got to be them people or parent that says, hey man, whatever comes out of this house, I want it to be pure. I want it to be 100%. I want it to be solid. Don't walk out this door thinking that you're a woman when you really are this man that I'm raising,
Right.
And then to raise a man, you have to let him see what men do.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot of the problem nowadays.
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, a lot of the problem is toleration. Everybody talking about you got to tolerate this, you got to tolerate that, but you don't have to tolerate everything. Because sometimes you just got to shut things down. Because I made the mistake tolerating until I got to the point I wasn't going to tolerate it no more. And see, that tolerating the things that you know ain't right, hey, I can preach about it because I've done it, but you got to put a stop to it sooner, much sooner, and quit just tolerating. Plus, you got people that ain't us telling us how to raise our kids, but then they doing the exact opposite.
Right.
So,
right.
It ain't working.
Mike, I want to applaud you because I see the growth in you for the words that you speak now. Because when you was with your ex-wife rather, when you was with her, your conversation your mind wasn't even equating some of the things that we were talking about. You was just like, bro, you was out of there for real. She was trying to emasculate you.
You're right.
I was like, bro, when Micah gonna beat her? Man, just slap her one time, man.
Couldn't do that. If I'd done it, I probably wouldn't have stopped.
Boy, I'm telling that might have been a good thing. You never know. I ain't saying beat women, y'all. Don't start that. Don't quote me on that.
You know that's gonna come out.
Yeah, boy. I'll hear that next week.
See you men. Yep, keep like that. Breaking news.
He's a woman beater. Yeah, I don't like him, girl. He a woman beater. But now, man, let me give you some warning signs. Here goes some warning signs and symptoms of mental health issues to where y'all might be looking into y'all children. If you see these type of signs right here, excessive worrying or fear. That's one of the signs that I've seen in my son at one time. You know what I'm saying? So I had to check him with that give him a mental check on that. And then feeling excessively sad or low. My daughter was doing that. So we had to really watch her closely, my youngest daughter, because she was always like, I'm tired, I'm sad. I'm like, baby, what's going on? You got to get out this room, you know? So that's another one. And then when you're confused thinking or problem concentration in learning. You can't even learn half the things. You know what I'm saying? You can't solve issues. You can't solve problems. That means that's a mental thing. That's a mental disturbance that you got going on within yourself that we need to talk about. Extreme mood changes, including uncontrollable highs and feelings of euphoria. So, when we just really look back at the things that we did growing up, most of us are at an age where we was outside growing up. Now these children are inside growing up. And the influence and the distraction that they have on that computer that they're supposed to be learning from, and we're not monitoring it, that puts them in a state of anxiety. That puts them in a state of depression, because if you take away the game, that's like you told us we couldn't go outside. We had a fit. Man, damn, man, I need to be outside.
Right.
Now you tell them they can't play the game. They already in the house. Their punishment should be to go outside. Yep. Because they don't want to. They don't want to go outside. So when you see them type of things, and then prolonged or strong feelings of irritability or anger. So you just in that mood for 2 days. You know, it don't make sense. And ain't nobody even telling the kid to change his attitude. I know my mom used to always say, boy, you better straighten up. Shit, let me get straight, because shit, I know a whooping coming after this. She gonna hit me with something. Yeah, that's how I became a good fighter, man. I had to bob and weave them things. Hey, mama. Hold up. And then the last one is really big, because you start to see they avoiding friends or social activities. That's where I had to bring mine outside more, because I seen my two youngest children, they stay in the house all the time, you know, and it's like, y'all got to get out the damn door. You got to get outside. They tell me, oh, we do walk the dog. Man, that 5 minutes of walking the dog to the corner and back is not outside. I'm talking about, I need y'all to go out there and sweat. My youngest daughter say, oh, daddy, I don't sweat. I don't do that. Damn, you don't sweat.
Not me.
I don't sweat, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, that's part of growing.
Yep.
You gotta get it out your body.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, we got a lot of work to do as far as a community. Anyway, we really do have to do some work within ourselves, within our households, man, because we do a lot of things privately, but yet still, is it building character? Is it building the character of a man or a young lady in your children? You know, just like I tell people all the time, it's not what you leave your children, it's what you leave in them. Or are they going to be successful by the words that you speak? It's like I was listening to one of these guys on the podcast the other day, and he was more or less like, you know, we so busy trying to give our kids what we didn't have, instead of giving them a book that we didn't read. You got so much advancements nowadays. You can give them a book that you didn't read. You give them something that's tangible, that's going to take them to another level, to where they can instill it in their children, and they can. Now that's where you pass some generational wealth down right there.
Right.
When you passing that great knowledge
Absolutely.
down, you know.
And that's what we pass the least. I always had this saying: you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book.
And that's still true to this day. Ain't that crazy, man?
In
That
a
is
big
crazy,
part,
man.
in a big way, it's true. A lot of people they still won't read, but
Damn.
hey, that's the doorway to not. That's the doorway to freedom, actually. Cause I started reading comic books and stuff, and went from comic books to reading westerns, and then started
Right.
getting out of all these adventure novels. Then I started getting into scientific books, psychology books, personal development. But the beginning was just reading a comic book, thinking about, oh,
Right.
that's me. I can do that. I could be
Right.
Superman if I want to be. I could be Black
Hey,
Panther.
boy. Yeah. I remember putting on them
Just getting this.
pillowcases around my neck. Yeah, I had the pillowcases
Yeah,
around my neck, like jumping off the arm of the couch.
you
Boy,
know
you jump your ass off my.
it.
Mama, I'm Superman, baby. I'm the Superman. You better not jump off my arm of my
Yo,
couch. You know how you go as people's house and that arm be loose.
yep. Mhm. I
That
remember
was
those
me. I
days.
was that kid. I was that kid.
Yo,
Had the
man,
arm loose.
I was running around one day with a cape on, and it got caught. Yoked the hell out of me. Feet off the
Oh,
ground.
man.
Bam. Yo, that's when I stopped wearing the cape.
Yeah. Too crazy, man. Top 10,
Yeah,
top
man.
10 the top 10 mental health issues in Black people, bro. Anxiety disorders, bipolarism, depression, disassociation, eating. That was one. Paranoia, PTSD, psychosis, OCD, schizophrenia.
Mhm.
Man, schizophrenia. And we got another one is substance and alcohol abuse. So
Right,
that's what a lot of times that we try to cope with all of our problems with drugs and alcohol
right.
instead of going to get that help. As a man, we feel like shit, daddy drunk a beer, so I'm gonna drink one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know? When I
that's
see my
all you
daddy
can
get
do
off
in this
work,
life.
he sit down, he kick his feet up. Even they showed us on shows too. I don't mean to cut your wisdom, Mike, but they showed us that on
Mhm.
shows too. You know,
Yeah,
you sit down after work, you drink a beer, you kick your shoe like Al Bundy. You know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
It's true.
that's another thing. We being programmed through the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because everybody they're trying to hide the problem or cover up the problem instead of solving the problem.
Yeah, but just
And
like
drugs and alcohol is the best way, or even sex addiction.
yeah,
That's
Oh yeah.
all the ways of just coping with the problem.
I
Go
mean,
Mm.
just
ahead, Genesis.
like boys learn things from TV, so do women. That's how a lot of them claim to be this independent person, but then they go and try and down talk or downplay a man or emasculate. I'm just like, do you
Yeah.
emasculate all men or am I special? Because for one, I'm not
Yeah.
talk to me,
Yeah.
but
Nah, man.
I'm saying you gotta don't hit him like Keith say, but I'm not gonna hit him. Take the hell out.
This. Yeah, I told you. Look, but say,
But do
man,
it
what's
close
so
to the
crazy
ball.
though? Look at this right here. Whites have the highest percentage of mental illness, though.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
36%. Blacks in second place with 28%, and Hispanics with 27%.
But
I don't
you
understand
know what?
what.
I was about to say the reason that is because blacks don't always have good insurance coverage, and then those that even do don't want to go see a psychiatrist. They don't trust
Yeah,
doctors, especially not
I heard little
psychiatrists.
baby, but little baby had some great. He had great insight. The other day, him and Lil Yachty was having a conversation, and then Lil Yachty asked him, "Do you think it's good to go to a therapist?" And then he said, "Not really, because you're talking about somebody who's a human, and I'm telling my problems to a human who's probably going through shit at their house."
Hmm.
You say the best therapy is talking to your elders, talking to somebody who's already been through it. He said if
Right.
he got this certain problem, he'll go him and his grandmama will start talking. Got another issue, he'll take it, him and his daddy go take a ride and they talking. You know what I'm saying? So that should be your therapy. Your therapy should be the people who are closest to you, who are educating themselves to grow. Not your cousin who down there shooting dice. He probably don't know what you need for him. Yeah, he probably ain't gonna teach you. You know, he'll teach you how to come up, but he might not teach you how to handle an issue that's mind related, that's mental health related. But you know, we just have to keep on keeping on, man.
Yeah, because our people, they'll be like, man, just come on down there and do this, go do that. Just forget about it. It ain't nothing.
Right.
You just feel like, just go down there and find you another woman or something like that. It's always going to be something stupid, but it ain't going to ever be something that's going to help you solve your problem.
Nah, never. They try. Because that's what they were taught. That's how they were taught, you know. So when you're dealing with mental health, or you're dealing with emasculating a man, the weight of leadership is what controls all of that. You got to have emotional control. You got to have emotional intelligence, man. Can't get mad. You can't jump ship. You can't be like, no.
Yeah, going off the deep end.
Right. I found myself getting loud the other day with a friend of mine, and I was like, I had to pull back. I had to call her back. Hey, man, I apologize, man. But my mind wasn't even thinking, because, you know, when people talk to you about stupid things or people try to play on your intelligence, it makes you, it's like, hold up. But now, me being more intelligent, me being emotionally aware of the things that's going on with me, I have to catch myself. Yeah. And then I retract, and then I have to hurry up and apologize for it, so that in the future I can be like, okay, that's what triggered me. That word or this scene or the way they did this, that's what triggered me. So let me catch myself next time before I even have to say that.
Right.
And that's the thing.
You know? It's a momentary insanity. It happens it's a split second that you lose yourself, but doing the self-development, you catch it. You catch it a lot quicker than you normally would have. At least you realize it and you change it.
Yeah.
What you got, Genesis?
I don't like apologizing, so it's like I have to catch myself.
That boy said, I don't even like it, so I gotta make sure I'm wording right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate with a passion. Well, if the roles were reversed, I don't give a fuck if the roll was buttered.
Not the butter roll.
The butter roll. Nah, brother, that's real though. That's a good trait to really be, keyed in on, is your emotional intelligence, man. I feel like that'll build the character of the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Because what I realized though, man, even though, I'm just now starting to become a better man, I see my children become better thinkers. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to see them make better decisions. I'm starting to see them move differently than when we was all outside. When you outside with your kids, as soon as you see them, y'all fine up. Y'all, hey, man, give me a drink out of your cooler. It's like, hey, then you got to catch yourself. You're like, damn, bro, I'm treating these kids like they cool with me.
Mm-hmm. Like they're your equals.
Now they used to cuss in front of them, and now they catch themselves. Now they be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, respect is it goes longer than love. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody gonna respect you, they will do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they see you growing, they see your change. So that's why I say when we see these little boys starting to detour or starting, it's like I say, God didn't make a mistake. He just seen somebody at a very young age who was more powerful in the household than the other person. And he took on the trait of the most powerful person in the house. That's why a man should be structured in the house with a foundation, with some standard of operations, standard of procedures, so that it's like this. It's like Kwanzaa, bro. Those seven principles, they go a long way. That's why I really told my kids, hey man, I'm celebrating Kwanzaa. I know next year you'll probably see them celebrating Kwanzaa. You know, I didn't get to get my canary though, bro. I was trying to get my canary, the mat and the candles. I was trying to get. I got the candle, but I got a black candle, but I ain't get all the other colors. They used to sell this kind of stuff in the store, man. They don't even sell it in the store no more.
Yeah.
I think I got to go to Party City before they close.
Yeah. But see who else?
Party
City will probably be the best one.
City, they might have some red and green candles. You know, they always have these different themes. So you know, but yeah, man, I'll be better prepared next year. I know that.
I hear you. Got to start somewhere.
Nah, you do.
Yeah,
that's what people don't realize. Yeah, man, people don't realize that. Oh, you a Muslim now? Come on, man. Yeah, man. You not?
I heard somebody. There was a Kwanzaa celebration going on in Miami. I think it is on Friday or Saturday. It is a Kwanzaa celebration at the VFW. But then it was like they know about Kwanzaa, but they should have been listening to our show, to be honest. So they realized that it ain't a religious holiday. Because the way he was talking on the radio was like, this is a religious thing, but it ain't a religious thing. It's a cultural. It's a cultural thing, heritage. So celebrating us and our ancestors. But hey, now that it's becoming more and more, people are becoming more aware. So eventually they're gonna start getting the right information,
and that's what I love about Latinos.
Celebrations.
I love that about Latinos, man. They celebrate their ancestors way more than any other people. Well, Chinese too, but I believe the Latinos, they celebrate their ancestors way more than anybody. That's when you see them put those candles out, the rosemary beads. That's when they're praying to their ancestors, man. That's when they're collectively getting their thoughts together and getting their source from their ancestors, man. And I feel like that's a really big thing because a lot of us, bro, we had warriors in our family. We had leaders. We had real powerful people who were from our lineage. And we still don't tap back into them to get that. You know, if your mother was an educator, if your father was a boxer or king, whatever the case may be, he came from a long line of fighters, bro. It wasn't no just like he just had this thing, you know, like I know I come from people who taught people. Because my mother was an educator, my dad was in the service, but he used to give you knowledge every now and then, you know, when he wasn't loaded. But and then my grandmother, she before she got on drugs and alcohol, she was smart, you know. So you see a lot of times people get with the wrong people and then they find themselves lost. But if you can get with somebody and you find yourself whole, you find yourself becoming more. That's the person, them your people. You know what I'm saying? So that's your tribe. That could be, y'all could have been neighboring. I was doing work for this guy. He's from India. And he was saying how in their community it's 5 different languages, like within, just like if you're going from one neighborhood to the next. And so that's why they have to be really intelligent over there, because you could be in your neighborhood and speak just only that language, but you won't grow outside of your neighborhood.
Should I go to Peru? They gonna look
Peru?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Peru. What does Peru got going on?
Nah, they master other languages. Like you, if you're only your hood, you know about it.
Right. Yeah. Man.
But you see, a lot of these.
Go ahead, bro.
In a lot of countries, especially like in Peru, you got a lot of tourists going, and the people of that land, they want to learn those languages because that's where the money is with the tourists. So they learning to speak different languages, but ain't nobody coming to the hood, and the people in the hood don't want to learn. And that's the problem. If they get out of that 2-block area and start seeing other things, they wouldn't even know how to handle it. It's like, man.
Guy on TV, Like you think it's this beautiful place, you think everybody rich. It's really not. You got people in Dubai that work 5 fucking jobs and understand because they need a hustle and all this stuff. Make it.
Yeah, and then over there, like Eric Thomas was saying that you only got a certain few of them that knows different languages.
Yeah.
So they are the ones who get the best jobs.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to realize that when it's like down here, you in a high tourist area, man. You're gonna encounter yourself with the Russians. You're gonna encounter yourself with the Turkish. You're gonna encounter yourself with the Czechs. You know, you got people from everywhere coming here. This is not like, you know what I'm saying, oh, just Miami. That's why when I go places, man, I try to get myself into the neighborhood involved with the locals. I don't care where I go. You know, you're gonna find me in the hood of any spot in America, you know. Even in the height of the West Coast thing. I was all over there on Slauson. I went down there on Crenshaw. I seen a little something, you know. But it's like you got to be a man wherever you go. I'm all the way in Vegas. I went to the gas station, saw the little old school. Hey man, where that smoke at? He took me right to it. I gave him $10. Man, hey, you good? I appreciate it, man. I'm like, you gotta realize, like, you go find the locals, you gonna find the real people, and then that's where you get your information, you get your input. Then that's how you can build your character up as a man, you know. Because if you keep in that same mind frame of, hey, boy, I don't mess with them. No, man, I mess with everybody, man. If you got some brains in your head, I'm hollering at you. Hey, what's happening, bro? You know, what y'all doing over here? How y'all, what y'all getting, you know, hey, we gotta talk about some things, man. Because if you don't talk to another man, you trying to talk to all the women, they gonna tell you what they want you to hear, and they gonna fuck around and set you up for something that you ain't gonna like. Be doing everything that a woman wants you to do. Yeah, and that's not a good thing.
Absolutely. Now the best places to be are with the locals. You get around the locals, you get the best foods, you get the best deals, you spend way less money than you do in the tourist areas, and you just have more fun. It's just that simple.
No, this year I just filled out for my passport, so I'll be definitely getting myself out the countries whenever we get here. Yeah, man, I gotta become global. I gotta become a global figure, man.
That's it.
You go to Jamaica, hang with the locals. They gonna show you where.
Yeah. My cousin.
Hey, you talk about getting high? You going to be high?
I don't want to go to Jamaica, man. They got the same stuff we got. Now I heard Jamaica's countryside is really nice though. That's real talk. And that's just to get some game on how to eat better and stuff like that. But I know we can do that here, but I'd rather hear from a Rasta, somebody who's damn near 120, because people got to realize, man, we can live as long as our brains functioning. If you stop exercising your brain, bro, and you start eating bad, people don't die from old age. People die from health problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember, hey, man, how did he die? They didn't say, well, he was 105. Nothing was wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? They always say, oh, he had a stroke. He had bad he had food poisoning, whatever the case is. But we don't die from old age, man.
When I hear they just died of old age. Like, where's that medically? Like, I'm looking for, I don't see old age as being no. You pass from something.
But see, that's what goes back into the diet. That's what goes back into us as men learning, exercising your body and your mind, though. You have to. There's no way around it. There's no way you can become what you really want to become if you don't exercise.
Right.
A lot of times I'm picking up motherfucking 80-pound bags of concrete. 40. I mean, about shit. I'm gonna say them tiles be heavy as hell if it's 3 in a box. Cause I have some 32s and stuff. You got to take them upstairs, and man, I be. But it don't be
when ain't no
nothing
elevator.
Now we don't have elevators in them 2-story houses. You know, you got to walk up the stairs. This ain't no apartments. We be walking upstairs, man. And then I can't get nobody to my son. He acting like, boy, daddy, that's a little bit too heavy for me. Man, come on, man. When I was your age, yeah. Nah, he'll get a couple of them for me, but he'd be like, whew. I said, all right,
Got
Kenny,
his
you're
limit, huh?
yeah, he got a limit, man, because he not a workout fanatic like me. But then that goes back to, you know, me talking to him, teaching him on how to use your mind on will over everything. You know, if you got the will, you can beat any situation if you really feel like I can win, you know.
Yeah.
And that was us growing up. Competition was the biggest thing that we used to, man, I race you to the pole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever, I'm a Papa Willie long as you Papa Willie. You know, that was the competition now is
Challenges,
like on the
always
video
something.
game. It was always a challenge, man. Dance challenge. That's how break dancing came about. We're gonna break dance, we're gonna challenge each other, rapping, you know, it was always how can I be better than this guy? And it wasn't no, you know, I ain't trying to kill him, but I'm just trying to show him I was there. I was there. You know what I'm saying?
It's the good old days.
Yeah, so we do have to we do have to maintain our mental health though, so we can continue these type of conversations, man, and so we can do more for the community. Like this year, I really feel like it's going to be a great year for me because my mind is made up on a lot of things that I'm really going to change on what I'm going to do, on how I'm going to approach this new life of mine. And I bought me a damn planner about 4 months ago when I was in Chicago. I think I was in Chicago. When I was in Chicago, it was before it got cold. I know that. Around August, I think I was in Chicago. Yeah, August, I was in Chicago. And I bought me a nice planner, man. And it's like it got a lot of stuff to where I can, you know, do stuff, write my notes. It's real cool. So I'm gonna be using that. And then I got me a big calendar. Well, I'm going to get the big calendar tomorrow, so I can write down what I'm gonna be doing for the day, or for the week, or for the month. So more planning in my day-to-day, so I can make sure that everything runs smoothly, man. Because it's gonna be a lot of new. That's what I'm gonna just say. It's gonna be a lot of new. Yeah.
That'll work.
Oh man, we talking. We done talked over the hour, man. You know what y'all got to do, but man, I'm finna lay it down because I gotta get up and break dance in the morning.
Me too. I had to drive to Miami Beach tomorrow morning.
You back at the beach now?
Yeah. And can't enjoy the water. That's all.
Well, you gonna have a smooth sailing because ain't nobody on the roads tomorrow.
And I'm hoping. And it shouldn't be. I know. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm going to enjoy it.
Into January 4th, January 5th.
You see what I'm saying? Look at this guy here. He just chilling. Well, he done made 100,000 in 2 people out of 2 people, so you know he's straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you, I want to be just like Genesis when I get old.
Yeah, he catering the Saints and the damn Southern universities and things, LSU games. Yeah, man, you be good. But man, yeah, we appreciate y'all. Come on, Genesis, give us some of that powerful stuff. I know you got something, man.
I want to say, men without dignity are like clowns without an audience. And the second thing, the second thing I have is there's nothing more dangerous than a humiliated man.
Nothing more dangerous than a humiliated man. Damn, that's real.
Elite Man, man.
Yeah. Now you done mess with his
Always on the
pride.
go out.
Yeah. Yeah, he feel like, boy, I hurt somebody.
For real.
Yeah.
Yep, it's true. Good one. Good one. Hey, well, I'm gonna go out with the problems that we going through now stem from the decisions that we made 5, 10, 15 years ago or more. So make the right decisions now so that we can enjoy the next 5, 10, 15 years. Let's look forward to the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say having the ability to see can blind you from your vision, which is your insight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Till the next time, next week. Yeah, I think we're gonna be into a new year then. Ain't we?
Yeah, that
Next
is New Year's,
Wednesday.
right?
Next Wednesday. Well,
Is
we got 6 days because it's 31 days in this month. 6 more
right.
days. Yeah, we'll be in next Wednesdays and first, I think.
That's the
So hey, man.
last
Yeah.
episode of the year.
This the
Hey, Happy New
last
Year.
episode. That is, man. We gonna turn it
Wow.
up. I'm gonna turn up with a good book and laying myself down.
Yep.
But yeah,
That's
man,
about me.
y'all go over there to YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. What'd you say, Kenvo? What'd you say?
That's gonna be me. I probably won't
Oh
be
yeah.
reading the book, but I want to be chill. Let them people outside shoot them firecrackers and stuff. I'm gonna be in here nice and quiet and warm.
All right, guys. Till next time, man. We're gonna do it next year. All right.
Peace.
Peace.